Alexandra Patricia Alex Morgan is an American soccer player and Olympic gold medalist. She is a forward for National Women's Soccer League club Portland Thorns FC and the United States women's national soccer team. Morgan was drafted number 1 overall in the 2011 WPS Draft by the Western New York Flash, where she made her professional debut and helped the team win the league championship. At age 22, she was the youngest player on the national team at the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. Her record-breaking game-winning goal in the 123rd minute against Canada during the 2012 London Olympics was her 20th goal in 2012 and propelled her to becoming the 6th and youngest U.S. player to do so in a single year. Morgan finished 2012 with 28 goals and 21 assists, joining Mia Hamm as the only American woman to score 20 goals and 20 assists in the same calendar year. She was subsequently named U.S. Soccer Female Athlete of the Year and was a FIFA World Player of the Year finalist. Off the field, Morgan teamed with Simon & Schuster to write a middle-grade book series about 4 soccer players entitled The Kicks. The first book in the series, Saving the Team, debuted at number 7 on the New York Times bestseller list for children's middle grade in May 2013. She has endorsement deals with Nike, Panasonic, Coca-Cola, Chapstick, and Bridgestone. Early life: born to Pamela S. and Michael T. Morgan in San Dimas, California, Morgan was raised with her 2 older sisters, Jenny and Jerry, in the nearby suburb of Diamond Bar, located approximately 45 minutes east of Los Angeles. She was a multi-sport athlete growing up, but did not begin playing soccer until age 13 when she began playing on an American Youth Soccer Association team. A year later, she began playing club soccer at age 14 for Cyprus Elite. With the club team, she won the Coast Soccer League Under-16 Championship and placed 3rd at the Under-19 level. Morgan attended Diamond Bar High School, where she was a 3-time All-League pick and was named All-American by the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. At the school, she was known for her speed and sprinting ability. Morgan played for Olympic Development Program regional and state teams as well. She later credited the program as an integral part of her development as a soccer player. Programs like ODP helped me especially because I did come into the club scene late and it was important for me to play as much as possible, play with the best players and learn from the best coaches. That, for me, was crucial to my development. At age 17, Morgan was called up to the United States Under-20 women's national soccer team. While playing in a scrimmage against the men's junior national team, she endured an anterior cruciate ligament injury and did not play for the team again until April 2008. Cal Bears: Morgan attended the University of California, Berkeley, from 2007 to 2010 on a scholarship. As a freshman playing for the California Bears, she was the leading scorer. She scored the final goal of her freshman season during a match against Stanford in the second round of the 2007 NCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship. The equalizer resulted in a 1-1 draw with less than 2 minutes left in regulation time. Cal was ultimately defeated during a penalty kicks. Despite continued absences due to U.S. national team commitments throughout her collegiate career, she led the Golden Bears in scoring into the NCAA tournament in each of her 4 years, advancing to the second round twice. After being named a candidate for the Hermann Trophy during her junior year, Morgan became the first California player to be named one of the top 3 Hermann Trophy finalists. She was also one of 4 finalists for the Honda Sports Award, given to the best overall candidate in each sport. Morgan finished her collegiate career ranked 3rd all-time in goals scored and points for the Golden Bears. She graduated from Berkeley 1 semester early, with a degree in political economy. Playing career: Club, Western New York Flash, 2011. On January 14, 2011, Morgan was the first overall pick in the 2011 WPS Draft by the Western New York Flash. She was the first California Golden Bears women's soccer player to be drafted in the first round of women's professional soccer. Morgan scored her first goal for the Flash during the team's home opener a 3-0 win over the Atlanta Beat on May 1, 2011. Throughout the 2011 season, she played in 14 matches and scored 4 goals. The club won the regular season title and the WPS Championship title the same year. Seattle Sounders Women, 2012. After the WPS later suspended operations in early 2012 due to legal and financial difficulties, Morgan joined her national teammates Hope Solo, Sydney Leroux, Megan Rapinoe and Stephanie Cox on the Seattle Sounders Women for the 2012 season. Of her signing, Morgan said, "I am excited to play in a city that is so passionate about soccer. The Sounders have been one of, if not the best fan support in MLS. I can only imagine how Seattle fans would respond to having a full professional Women Euro unregistered trademark S team in the future." Due to her national team commitments and preparation for the 2012 Summer Olympics, Morgan made 3 regular season appearances for the club. She scored 2 goals and served 2 assists in her 253 minutes on the pitch. With the national teammates' presence on the team, the Sounders sold out 9 of their 10 home matches at the 4,500 capacity Starfire Stadium. Average attendance during the 2012 season for the Sounders Women was 4 times higher than the next closest team. Portland Thorns FC, 2013. A Euro present. On January 11, 2013, Morgan was one of 3 U.S. national team players to join the Portland Thorns FC for the inaugural season of the National Women's Soccer League via the NWSL player allocation. She scored her first goal for the Thorns during the team's home opener at Geldwin Field in front of 16,479 spectators, helping her team defeat the Seattle Reign FC to a Euro-1. She finished the regular season as the team's point leader, and joint scoring leader, with 8 goals and 5 assists. She was named to the NWSL's Best 11 second team. The club finished in a 3-way tie atop the league in the regular season standings. On August 31, 2013, the club captured the inaugural National Women Euro unregistered trademark S Soccer League Championship title. Morgan was named to the NWSL Best 11 second team on August 28. International. Due to an anterior cruciate ligament injury that slowed her progress in 2007, Morgan was not called up to train with the United States Under-20 women's national soccer team until April 2008. Her first appearance for the Under-20 team occurred during the 2008 CONCACAF Women's U20 Championship in Puebla, Mexico, where she scored her first international goal against Cuba. Morgan was named to the United States U20 women's national team that competed in the 2008 FIFA U20 Women's World Cup in Chile, scoring a total of 4 goals in the tournament against France, Argentina and North Korea. Morgan's 4th goal of the tournament was a match winner that gave the U.S. a gold medal, which subsequently voted the best goal of the tournament, and later FIFA's second-best goal of the year. Morgan's performance on the field earned her the bronze shoe as the tournament's 3rd highest scorer and the silver ball as the tournament's 2nd-best player behind teammate Sydney Leroux. She has been capped by the senior national team, first appearing as a substitute in a match versus Mexico in March 2010, and scored her first international goal after coming on as a substitute against China, which salvaged a 1-1 draw in October 2010. Her most important goal to date came a month later in a crucial road game against Italy. After entering the match in the 86th minute, she scored in the 4th minute of added time to give the United States a 1-0 victory over Italy in the first leg of a playoff to qualify for the final spot for the Women's World Cup, 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. Morgan was the youngest player on the U.S. national team that placed second in the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. On July 13, 2011, she scored her first FIFA Women's World Cup goal in the 82nd minute of the semi-final match-up against France, giving the USA a 3-1 lead and ultimately, the victory. She scored the first goal in the FIFA World Cup final against Japan after coming on as a substitute at the half, as well as assisting on the Abby Wamch header for a goal in extra time. Her performance made her the first player to ever record a goal and an assist in a World Cup final. Morgan finished 8th in the balloting for the 2011 FIFA World Player of the Year, 2012 London Olympics. Morgan didn't become a starter for the US until the 5th game of the year in January, the final of the CONCACAF Olympic qualifying tournament. She scored twice and provided 2 assists to Wamch that day, in a 4-0 win over the Canadian hosts and has become a regular starter ever since. Morgan scored 14 goals in a 12-game stretch from January to late May 2012, including 3 straight 2-goal efforts. She earned her first career hat-trick on March 7, 2012, during a 4-0 victory against Sweden in the third-place game of the Algarve Cup. In June 2012, she was nominated for an ESPY award as the Best Breakthrough Athlete. In the opening game of 2012 London Olympics group play, Morgan scored both the equaliser and a goal that sealed the win against France. In the next 3 Olympic matches, she assisted on the game-winning goal, including 2 to WPS. Morgan scored the winning goal in the Olympic semi-final match against Canada in extra time, sending the United States to the gold medal match against Japan. Her goal came in the 123rd minute, the latest goal ever scored by a member of the U.S. women's team and a FIFA record. The goal continued her propensity for late heroics in the closing stages of matches. 17 of her 28 total goals to date have come after the 60th minute. The game-winning goal was Morgan's team-high 20th in 2012, becoming only the 6th and youngest U.S. player to do so in a single year. In the final, a 2-1 win against Japan on August 9, Morgan assisted on a Carl Eloyd header. She ended the tournament with 3 goals, and a team-high 4 assists and 10 points. To celebrate her achievements, she was honored at her previous high school, Diamond Bar High School, and number 13 was retired. In 2012, Morgan led the U.S. in goals, multi-goal games, assists and points. Her calendar year goals, assists and points totals are the third best, tied second best, and second best, respectively, in USWNT history. Morgan joined an exclusive club as she and Hamm are the only USWNT players to record at least 20 goals and 20 assists in the same calendar year and became only the third and youngest player to reach 20 assists in a calendar year. Morgan and WPS combined for 55 goals in 2012, a Euro matching a 21-year-old record set in 1991 by Michelle Akers and Karen Jennings as the most goals scored by any duo in USWNT history. She had either scored or assisted on 41% of the USA's 120 goals this year. And, by herself, she comfortably outscored and out-assisted her opponents, who combined for 21 goals and 12 assists in 32 games against the U.S. For her excellence on the field, U.S. Soccer announced Morgan as the 2012 Female Athlete of the Year. Morgana Euro unregistered trademark S exploits have also earned her a place on the FIFA Ballon d'Or Euro unregistered trademark or shortlist, ultimately finished third in voting. 2013 a Euro present, at the 2013 Algarve Cup, Morgan shared top scoring honours. She finished the competition with 4 assists and 3 goals, including the equaliser against Sweden that advanced the US to the final and the 2 goals against Germany that won the championship. Morgan previously won the Tournamenta Euro unregistered trademark S Golden Boot in 2011. On June 2, 2013, Morgan scored 2 second-half goals as the US defeated Canada 3-0 in front of a sold-out crowd in Toronto. This was the first match between USA and Canada since the epic semi-final of the 2012 Olympic Games. Morgan was named to her third appearance on the 10-player shortlist for FIFA Women Euro unregistered trademark S World Player of the Year in 2013 and finished 4th in the voting. For the inaugural CONCACAF Awards, she was recognized as the CONCACAF 2013 Female Player of the Year. And as a part of U.S. Soccer's celebration of its centennial anniversary, the federation revealed the U.S. Soccer's all-time women's national team best 11. She was youngest player selected at 24 years old. International goals, other work. In 2012, Morgan signed with Simon & Schuster Children's Publishing to pen The Kicks, a 3-book series for middle schoolers. The main characters are 4 young girls centered on the themes of friendship, leadership, and soccer. In a statement released by Simon & Schuster, Morgan said she wanted her books to inspire young girls, and celebrate her love of soccer. On September 1, 2012, the publisher set the release date for the first novel, Saving the Team, on May 14, 2013, and second novel, Sabotage Season, on September 3, 2013. The first novel, Saving the Team, debuted at number 7 on the New York Times bestseller list for children's middle grade. Endorsements. Morgan has signed endorsement deals with Nike, Panasonic, and Coca-Cola. In July 2011, she signed a one-year endorsement deal with Bank of America. In September of the same year, she co-starred with national teammate Hope Solo in a television commercial promoting ESPN's Sports Center. In January 2012, Morgan and national teammate Heather Mitts became brand ambassadors for health product company, GNC. The same year, she made appearances on behalf of Ubisoft promoting the launch of their video game, Just Dance 4. In 2013, she appeared in television commercials for Bridgestone. She joined a 2-year partnership as the spokesperson for Chapstick in October 2013. In media, Morgan has been featured in a number of magazines including the 2012 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, where she appeared in a section composed of athletes in body paint. She appeared in the 2013 music issue of ESPN the magazine replicating Katy Perry's One of the Boys album cover. In 2013, Morgan appeared in the ESPN documentary series, 9 for 9. The 9 for 9 documentary, The 99ers, in which she appeared focused on the success and legacy of the national team squad that won the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup. Personal life. Alex Morgan is engaged to Houston Dynamo's Silvando Carrasco. Although her teammates rarely use it nowadays, Morgan was given the nickname Baby Horse by her teammates on the U.S. women's national team for her speed, running style and youth. Honors and awards. Club, Western New York Flash, WPS Championship, 2011, Portland Thorns FC, NWSL Championship, 2013, International, FIFA U20 Women's World Cup, 2008, Algarve Cup, 2011, 2013, Four Nations Tournament, 2011, Olympic gold medal, 2012, FIFA Women's World Cup runner-up, 2011, individual, FIFA U20 Women's World Cup silver ball, 2008, NCAA All-American First Team, 2010, Pac-10 Conference First Team, 2008, 2009, 2010, ISPY Award Best Breakthrough Athlete nominee and Best Moment nominee, 2012, 2013, Women's Sports Foundation Sportswoman of the Year, Team Sport, 2012, U.S. Soccer Athlete of the Year, 2012, National Women's Soccer League Second Best 11, 2013, CONCACAF Player of the Year, 2013, USSF U.S. Soccer Team All-Time 11, 2013, see also. List of Olympic medalists in football, List of FIFA Women's World Cup goal scorers, List of University of California, Berkeley alumni in sports. References. External links, official website, Alex Morgan a Euro FIFA competition record, U.S. Soccer player profile, Portland Thorns player profile, UC Berkeley player profile.